So one of the coolest things about playing guitar I find is that whenever I'm feeling like I'm stuck in a rut, I can just easily change the tuning and all of a sudden things sound a lot better and more interesting. And one of the coolest tunings to experiment with is actually what I call the soundgarden tuning. And I'm going to show you what that soundgarden tuning is, but first let's listen to how it sounds. Here we go. Before we get into this, if you like what I played there, check out the link in the description. It is a link to my melodic soloing guitar course. If you like how I play solos and my sense of melody, you can actually learn that. I created a course, it's a total roundhouse kick about melodic soloing, and check it out, maybe it's for you. And if you want to play that exact song, I also have tabs and the backing track that you just heard for download as well for just a couple bucks, so check it out. Okay, so the soundgarden tuning, what is it? It is basically the standard E tuning, and then you tune down the low E string to a B. So you have E, B, G, D, A, and then a low B on the bottom. And I call it the soundgarden tuning because Rusty Cage is written in that tuning. You remember? And you can already hear it drones. It is super, super low, but the actual other 5 strings are still intact, so you can play all your other stuff. As you would do in standard E tuning. Now, it's probably a little bit uncomfortable to get into this when you first do it, but I'm gonna show you a couple things that will help you navigate through this tuning because it's actually not too hard. One of the major things that actually change for us as rock guitarists is that your power chord shape on the E string, it still exists, but it becomes an octave. If you use that with a lot of distortion, it creates a very, very cool sound. Because it drones and it's just super heavy. And with the octave, it just makes it sound super, super unique. Now, the cool thing about this tuning is that despite the fact that the low E string is tuned to a B, you can still play chords, or at least triads that sound like chords, and it sounds super, super pristine. Something like that. And then it's super easy with your pinky to add the 9 to it, and it really drones in the bass and is super pristine at the top. Listen. That's super nice. And if you combine these, like something like that's just beautiful because some of these things really pull you out of your rut and you really start to think about the fretboard in a different way and you get all these new ideas. And so let's take it up one more notch here and one more note to these kinds of chords because it really sounds cool. Maybe like ring finger here, 5th fret. Really cool chord voicing here in a pretty comfortable shape, I would say. So this is really cool, and then you can like combine these things, these really aerial sounding things, and combine them with some cool riff. Wow, man. That's so cool, huh? The third thing that is really cool about this tuning is that because you're tuning the E string so low, that E string, no matter what you do, it becomes so bendy. And the bendiness of that string really invites you to write grunge-like riffs. You know, that kind of stuff, that bendy, grungy kind of thing. Alice in Chains comes to mind, but it's also a lot more. Let's listen to a heavy clip. The Soundgarden tuning, also maybe called drop B or standard E with the drop E, whatever the correct name is, I don't know. I think it's a super underrated tuning, and I think you should experiment with that tuning. If you like that video, give me a like, let me know what you think of it, and subscribe if you want to, and let me know what you want to see in the future. I've been Joey, and I'll see you in the next.